It's Drawful time. It looks like we have 5 excellent artists playing, so I'm going to give you each 2 chances to draw this game. Let's play. Okay, I'm sending a title to each of your devices. Something odd, like Rumpus Room or Shark Butler. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send, and you'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, just try your best.
Hey!
I have all your pictures now. Okay, these are weird. Let's look at them. Now, use your device to type in what you think the title for this picture could have been. Or better yet, something you think could trick the other players into thinking it's the title. You'll get points for every player that picks your answer. All right, here are your choices. Now pick the title you think really inspired this drawing. All right, who picked what? I suspect this game is making a few of you frenemies as we speak. And now this. Put in your titles now.
Hey!
And here are your choices.
Hey!
Here's everybody's picks.
Hey!
Okay, well, that was that. Okay, let's do this again.
Hey!
Here are your choices.
Hey!
Pick.
Hey!
No correct guesses. Ooh, that hurts. And now, this thing.
Hey!
45. 40.
Here are your choices.
Hey!
20. 15.
And here are your picks.
Hey!
Touching. Touching. Ta-da! Touching.
All right, well, we're done with that now.
Touching.
Type in a convincing title now.
55. 50. 45. 40. 35.
Hey!
Okay, here are your choices.
25.
Hey!
15.
Here's everybody's picks.
Touching.
Hey!
Touching.
I'm not even looking, I swear, but I bet there's a kite somewhere in this picture. If I'm wrong about that, why didn't you draw a kite? It's Ben Franklin.
Touching.
That was so much fun. Let's do it again. Here are some more titles to draw.
Hey!
I bet some of you are a little nervous because we are about to look at all your weird drawings. Type in your titles now.
55.
Hey!
50. 45.
And here are your choices.
25. 20.
Hey!
All right, who picked what?
Touching. Ta-da! Touching.
Nothing says love like quotation marks.
Touching.
Enter anything that could almost make sense now. Okay, here are your choices. What did everybody pick? And one lone player got it wrong. Next up.
Hey!
Here are your choices.
Hey!
Here's everybody's picks. It's fun when only one person gets it right because they get to gloat. Now let's take a look at this one.
Hey!
Okay, here are your choices.
Hey!
And here are your picks.
Hey!
You all got it right. Well, most of you. Okay, our next drawing.
Hey!
And here are your choices.
Hey!
All right, who picked what?
Hey!
It's hard to know who's to blame for everybody getting this one wrong.
Hey! Hey!
Three, two, one.
What's up? Welcome to Drawful. Only 4 players. No problem. You'll each get to draw twice. Let's get to the game. Okay, I'm sending a title to each of your devices. Something weird, like Chocolate Bunny or Pinterest. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send. And you'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, don't mess this up.
Hey!
Okay, let's get to the good part.
Um.
Now, use your device to type in what you think the title for this picture could have been. Or better yet, something you think could trick the other players into thinking it's the title. You'll get points for every player that picks your answer. All right, here are your choices. Now pick the title you think really inspired this drawing. Here's everybody's picks. Yep, that one was pirates. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Pilates. And our next weird doodle. Enter your titles now.
Hey!
50. 45. 40. 35.
Okay, here are your choices.
Hey!
What did everybody pick?
Hey!
I like this group of players. I don't know why. I just do. Type in your titles now.
Ah! 50. 45. 40. 35.
Hey!
Here are your choices.
25. Ah! 20. 15.
Hey!
And here are your picks.
Hey!
Cha-ching. Ta-da! Cha-ching.
What kind of tip do you leave for an insane waiter?
Cha-ching.
Enter anything that could almost make sense now.
55.
Hey!
50. Ah! 45.
And here are your choices.
Hey!
Ah! 20. 15.
Here's everybody's picks.
Ta-da! Cha-ching.
Yeah. You all got it right. Don't get big heads about it.
Cha-ching.
Another batch of titles are heading to your devices as I speak. Get ready to draw them.
Ah!
Great, all the pictures are in. Type in a convincing title now.
Ah! 55.
Hey!
50.
Okay, here are your choices.
25.
Hey!
Ah! 20.
All right, who picked what?
Hey!
Cha-ching. Ta-da! Cha-ching.
Well, that was fun.
Cha-ching.
And this one.
Ah! 50.
Hey!
Here are your choices.
Hey!
Ah! 25.
What did everybody pick?
Ta-da! Cha-ching.
I knew that was going to be the answer. Because of my mind. Put in your titles now.
Hey!
45. 40.
And here are your choices.
Hey!
25.
Here's everybody's picks.
Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
I'm learning so much about your weird, weird minds.
Cha-ching.
Type in your titles now.
55. 50.
Okay, here are your choices.
25. 20.
All right, who picked what?
Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
So the truth finally comes out. I'm glad sneaking a player name into this title can help you better understand each other.
Hey!
Startup game has been activated. We're set.
Cookie, that first breathalyzer was inconclusive. You're gonna have to take another one.
Okay, listen to me. I'm gonna need a jug of beet juice, some WD-40, and a bag of peat moss. Stat.
If we could clear all of the children from the set, we're about ready to start.
This is You Don't Know Jack 2015. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. And hey, wipe that smile off your face. This is serious. Okay, just kidding. There will be farts and stuff. I see we have 4 players. I appreciate your level of commitment. Handle those screws carefully. You can force another player to answer immediately by hitting your screw button. If they miss it, you win extra bonus dollars. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
The San Francisco Otter Choir. Free concerts every Wednesday, except for mating season.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. All right, let's get this party started.
Get ready, time for question. 1.
Kicking things off, Bootyful. Let's analyze one of Kim Kardashian's body parts. About what percentage of Kim Kardashian's brain is just made up of water? 10%, 40%, 80%, or 100%? Player 3, honest mistake. Players 2 and 4,
Swing and a miss.
Player 1, Kim Kardashian's brain, and everybody else's brain for that matter, is made up of about 80% water. But that other 20% is just so round and firm, I can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
This one's known as, his acting is alright. So, you know how they called Matthew McConaughey's resurgence as an actor his McConaissance? Well, if Matthew McConaughey is currently experiencing a McConaissance, then what period of his life just ended? The McCona Dark Ages, the McCona Industrial Age, the McCona Middle Ages, or the McCona Enlightenment Age? Player 1. Players 2 and 4. All wrong. Player 3. The Renaissance first occurred in Italy in the late 14th century, immediately following the Middle Ages. So the McConaissance would follow the McCona Middle Ages. Which is funny because most Renaissance sculptures also need to put on a damn shirt.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Say hello to, brought to you by the letter Unibrow.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
And if you get this one right, I'll rustle up some extra moolah for you. Arrange these Sesame Street characters in order of fewest to most eyebrows. Bert, Ernie, the Count. Ernie, Bert, the Count. Bert, Ernie, the Count. The Count, Bert, Ernie, or Ernie, the Count, Bert. Player 3, let this be a lesson to you. Players 1, 2, and 4. Oh, honestly. Ernie has no eyebrows at all, Bert has one long single eyebrow, and the Count has two eyebrows! And yet, none of them have ever blinked. It's time for Duck, Duck, Swan. Say the cast of Duck Dynasty attends a performance of Swan Lake and thinks there are real waterfowl on stage. In their confusion, which character would they most likely shoot? Siegfried, Benno, Von Rothbart, or Odette? Players 1 and 3, cue the swan song. Players 2 and 4, Odette is a princess who has been turned into a swan, so the Duck Dynasty crew would probably fill her full of lead. Especially if they find out she once fooled around with a lady swan in college.
5 fingers.
How about the man in the backwards yellow hat? And it's a dis or dat. Player 3, not such a great score there. Why don't you play this dis or dat? I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one you tell me if it's an alleged antic by pop star Justin Bieber, or an antic by the classic children's book character Curious George. If it's Justin Bieber, press the square button. If it's Curious George, press the circle button. The rest of you ought to pay attention. Lock in your answers before Player 3. If Player 3 gets it wrong, I'll split up that cash to everyone who got it right. Okay, let's move. Peed in a mop bucket. Broke his leg falling from a fire escape. Arrested for falsely reporting a fire. At the house. Got high on ether. Fed a bugle to an ostrich. Went to a Brazilian brothel. You were a couple of bananas short of a bunch. I think we can all agree that it's time for that little bastard to get deported. And then it's your turn, Bieber. That'll wrap up round 1, and player 3 is in the lead, although I wouldn't go bragging about it. Don't forget, in round 2, all the cash is doubled. And keep in mind, big cash prizes can be yours if you find the wrong answer to the game. Let's move on, shall we? Here we have Dumber and Dumberer 2. So there's Dumb and Dumber, and then there was Dumb and Dumberer, and then Dumb and Dumber 2. Makes perfect sense. Now, going back a few decades, there was The Odd Couple and The Odd Couple 2. So, if another remake of The Odd Couple used the superlative adjective, it would be called The Blank Couple. Odd, odder, oddest, or odderest. Player 3. Odd is the adjective, odder is the comparative adjective, and oddest is the superlative adjective. But of course, everyone who made the original Odd Couple movies is dead, which means it's the perfect time for Rob Schneider to swoop in and revitalize the franchise. Players 1, 2, and 4. No, but speaking of otter, get it? You just won the greatest hits of the San Francisco Otter Choir. Hailed as one of the top 3 otter choirs in the world, the San Francisco Otter Choir will astound you with their covers of Little Red Corvette and The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. This wrong answer of the game has earned you a sweet 8,000 clams. Well done.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Coming up next, let it go, let it go, let it go. At which temperature would Olaf from the movie Frozen melt and die? 30 degrees Kelvin, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, or 30 degrees Rankine? He's a snowman. Players 3 and 4. You may not know how temperatures work. Players 1 and 2. 30 degrees is below freezing in Fahrenheit and insanely below freezing in Kelvin and Rankine. But it's pretty balmy in Celsius, about the equivalent of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know, blah, 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 he can magically be saved, but I'm talking about what would happen in the real world to a talking snowman.
Follow me down to the sea.
Open wide for Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
First spotted in 1879. Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus. Players 1 and 3, backs. Players 2 and 4, that's just nuts. Where's that confounded right answer? Albert Einstein was first spotted in 1879, the year he was born, probably by a midwife or something, over a century after Uranus was discovered and even longer after kangaroos and peanuts. I've heard baby Einstein cried a lot because he left behind some important equations on the uterine wall. Why not try wine or lose? If the Washington Redskins rebranded themselves with a non-offensive red-skinned mascot, what could they be called? The Washington Chardonnays, the Washington Malbecs, the Washington Pinot Blancs, or the Washington Rieslings? Player 4? Huh? Players 2 and 3? This isn't going to go with dinner at all. Player 1. Chardonnays, Pinot Blancs, and Rieslings are all white-skinned grapes, but the Malbec grape is red. Although to a connoisseur like myself, Malbec is very offensive. Oh yes, I do say that was quite a burn. I call this one, I Want to Lick and Roll All Night. If Kiss singer Gene Simmons' tongue grew to the average length of an adult giraffe's, how deep into a woman's mouth could he stick it when he kissed her? About 5 inches deep, about 10 inches deep, about 20 inches deep, or about 30 inches deep? Player 3. Whoa, whoa! Player 1. I don't think that's even as long as the tongue he already has. Players 2 and 4. An adult giraffe's tongue is on average about 18 to 20 inches long. So that's about how deep into a woman's mouth a giraffe-tongued Gene Simmons could stick it. And if Gene Simmons' neck grew to the length of an adult giraffe's, he may not even need women anymore. Welcome to the attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press the X button. 2,000 big ones if you're right, but you lose 2,000 if you're wrong. And don't forget,
Remember the clue.
it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Your house is made of what? What materials are their houses made from? Good luck. Player 2 is our winner! Player 2, that was very sweet of you to win in a manner that wouldn't offend the other 3. Oh, I'm sorry, you were trying to kick their butts? Oh, well, in that case.
You don't know Jack!
I am Cookie Masterson, and I shaved my nipples for this, so let's hurry before it grows back. Like, we need to get moving now. I'm hoping that out of the 4 of you, someone knows how to mix a proper martini. There's your hardware. If you think an opponent doesn't know the answer, hit your screw button, and you'll force them to answer immediately. If they miss it, you win big. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Flavored eye drops. Why let your mouth have all the fun? Flavored eye drops.
Try to choose the wrong answer, brought to you by our sponsor, to get prizes and cash. Okay, let's light this sucker.
Get ready, time for question.
1.
Right off the top, Eat, Pray, Die. Which of these Julia Roberts characters would Jack the Ripper have been most likely to savagely murder? Erin Brockovich, Vivian Ward, Tess Ocean, or Liz Gilbert? Players 1, 2, and 3? No. Player 4? Vivian Ward is the name of the prostitute Julia Roberts plays in Pretty Woman, and almost all of serial killer Jack the Ripper's alleged victims were female prostitutes, so he'd probably have just loved to murder her. I can see it now. He'd open the box with his knife in it, she'd reach in and he'd playfully shut it, snapping her fingers. She'd laugh, he'd laugh, then he'd kill her.
Oh, mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
Next, If I Only Had a Brain Trust. Suppose the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz faced off against the Wicked Witch of the West in a public debate. If he wanted to use a straw man argument against her, what might he do? Attack the Wicked Witch's character rather than the issues? Misrepresent the Wicked Witch's position on the issues? Prove the Wicked Witch wrong using statistical data? Or interrupt the Wicked Witch before she finishes her points? Players 1, 2, and 4? Hey, way to be wrong! Player 3? A straw man argument purposefully misrepresents an opponent's position in order to strike it down. Here's how I would debate the Wicked Witch. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the two candidates you see here tonight is a Wicked Witch. Thank you, I yield the rest of my time.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Here's a good one. Getting naughty. And this dis or dat leg's being tied up. Player 1. Your score stinks at the moment, so this one's all for you. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, you tell me if it's the name of a necktie knot or the name of a sex position recommended by Women's Health magazine. If it's a necktie knot, press the square button. If it's a sex position, press the circle button. The rest of you should still keep your eyes open. Try to pick an answer before Player 1. If Player 1 gets it wrong, I'll split that cash among everyone else who got it right. Cool, let's do it. The Half Windsor. The Valedictorian. The Prince Albert. The Trinity. The Caboose. The Chairman. The Four in Hand. You're way out of position. My usual sex position is also the way I usually tie a tie, alone in front of a mirror. Take a good look at Shop Till Everyone Drops. Say at Christmas time, every single item at your local mall sells out. According to a popular grim fairy tale, which of these stores has the best chance to be magically stocked overnight by hardworking elves? Footlock. Player 1, who's gonna get it? Player 2, you've been screwed. You got 5 seconds. In the grim fairy tale, The Elves and the Cobbler, a poor shoemaker is given some much-needed help by elves who appear in the middle of the night. And while the shoemaker made a nice profit, the elves were trampled to death on Black Friday. Unfortunately, Player 1, you're screwed. This one's called Okia Dokia. If you're driving between company headquarters, which trip should be the shortest? IKEA to Kia, Kia to Nokia, Nokia to IKEA, or Alright, Player 2, let me know who's getting screwed. Player 4, you are so screwed! You got 5 seconds! Good effort. Good effort. Player 2, that was some mighty fine screwing. Want a little more money? Player 3. Player 1. Player 2. Nokia is based in Finland, and IKEA is based right next door in Sweden. Kia is based in South Korea. Whether it's phones, furniture, or cars, if it's got Kia in the name, you know it's gonna be cheap. I mean inexpensive. Inexpensive! Round 1 is complete, and it looks like player 2 has the lead for the time being. Remember, in round 2, every question is worth double. And hint, hint, keep an eye out for the wrong answer of the game. It's still out there. It's time. Here's one for you. Muscle milk was a bad choice. Say the news team from the Anchorman films decides to run a relay race against a rival news team. If Ron Burgundy is his team's anchor, when will he run? Player 4, where are you putting that screw? Player 2, you're screwed. You got 5 seconds to pick an answer. No. Superlative screwing player 4. You want even more cash? Players 1 and 4. Whoa! Oh, that was nice. Player 3. In a relay race, the anchor, usually the fastest runner, goes last. And they would probably promote the race so incessantly that by the time it actually took place, you wouldn't be that interested in seeing it anymore.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Pucker up 4. Guess who's Dak? Dak again. You know, I'm not an optimist, but I have to say, I feel like things have been going pretty well with the game so far.
Son, Daddy forgot about me.
Oh no, my old ventriloquist puppet, Billy O'Brien.
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me.
Billy, the whole creative team here decided to not include you in this game because you're too much of a troublemaker.
Troublemaker? Me? No, I just got back from traveling the world, studying all the profound teachings of titular world spiritual leaders. For instance, which titular religious group was founded by someone with the last name of Smith? Protestants, Episcopalians, Presbyterians, or Nornuns?
The Mormon religion was founded in the 1800s by Joseph Smith.
In America.
So, which was your favorite religion you studied?
Well, I particularly like the ones that treats about reincarnation. Someday, I hope to come back as a beautiful coffee table.
Follow me down to the sea.
Take a stab at Orcas 11. Say I wanted to go around freeing the killer whales from every SeaWorld location in the world. How many separate rescue missions would I need to go on? 3 rescue missions, 4 rescue missions, 5 rescue missions, or 6 rescue missions? Player 4? That was quality. Players 1 and 3? Well, 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 look who's wrong now. Player 2? There are 3 SeaWorlds, 1 in San Diego, 1 in San Antonio, and 1 in Orlando. So you would need to go on 3 separate rescue missions. Well, that sounds like a lot of traveling. Maybe I'll just pay that kid from Free Willy to do it. Something tells me he could use the cash. Let's try Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
the name of Jeff Dunham's purple-skinned puppet. Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? Player 3. Players 1, 2, and 4. His name is Peanut. I have to admit, people who talk through ventriloquist puppets kind of creep me out.
That you talk through me.
Quiet, Billy. Stop trying to get me to kill people.
Whoa, now you're creeping me out, man.
Try this on for size. The midnight run to the bathroom. According to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, how would Paul Revere secretly signal to you that he has to pee in the sea? I have to do a number 1 in a 1. I have to do a number 1 in a 2. I have to do a number 1 in a 3. Or, I have to do a number 2 in a 1. Watch the time! Players 2 and 3. Players 1 and 4. According to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's poem, Paul Revere's Ride, Paul's signal for the British was 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. And as we all know, a number 1 is a P. And Americans would have known about the British sooner if he hadn't stopped for a number 4. You don't even want to know what that is. Brace yourself for the attack. Oh, you know all about the attack. Lovely. Here's your clue. This plus this equals that. What new thing do these combine to make? Good luck. That was a very good win, player 2. Does it make you feel good? How about you other 3? Did that win make you feel good? No? Well, I'm not surprised, because...
You don't know Jack!
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and whenever I see an attractive woman, I make this sound. I'm flattered you 4 decided to play our little game, but really, get a life. You all take care of those screws now. If you think another player is clueless, screw them and make them answer immediately. If they miss it, you win extra cash. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by...
Slightly used balloons. The more these balloons deflate, the more your wallet in...